Good to see you.
포켓몬!
Alright, time to finish off Hell, and hopefully we can do a little bit of farming today.
피규어!
Let's see.
피규어!
Oh. Beautiful skills, pretty good, but not good enough for me to use. Isn't the map I want.
피규어!
Can Shamshire can be used some builds later, but
피규어!
Fate series. Saber is one of my favorite characters. He's so loyal. There's a thing about loyalty that Bingo.
피규어!
Rengoku.
피규어!
Anjiro, no, isn't he? Right. Told him that that's a mistranslation.
피규어!
Tornado terror.
피규어, 피규어, 피규어.
Great talent. Oh, greater talent reward. Right there.
피규어, 피규어. 피규어.
Really hit this player jungle. To the life. Oh, I'll hold on to it. Better than nothing. Waypoint here. Wait,
피규어,
not
피규어,
useful.
피규어. 엑스로.
Nice. That first match. So
Good
with the
day.
veteran, let's go and
포켓몬. 풀런.
oh,
엑스로.
that's-
풀런.
I had a core room, didn't I?
랩는.
I guess so.
랩는. 백스로. 랩는.
Hello.
콜은. 백스로. 콜은. 없는.
Pretty sure Golf Exposure. Yep. See if we need. That's for Joel.
소울론,
Good to see you.
소울론,
To roll up to what? 40 all rest? Yes. $30. Another 30. Come on, let's reroll. Oh, okay, 35 and above. 35 and above. Oh, exactly 35. Get what you asked for, I guess.
You.
That's one of the highest. Damn it.
What a delicious blade. I should consult Ormus.
Good day.
푸른, 헬론,
It goes for my polystaff repair. Touch. And go.
Greetings. You.
드론,
res is pretty crap. I think this map has it 70.
포켓몬 이스트론.
Where's Jungle? Now we're just gonna skip everything. Ooh. Look. In that corner, I didn't check. Annoying. So actually, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Good morning.
Sorry about that. Back. These bolts also drop as unique, as you can see. Shells, not gonna use in it. Oh boy. Indestructible. Yeah. Bit of power skills, physical resistance. Check something real quick.
Welcome.
Oh, hey. Welcome to the channel. We're a pretty new streamer, so kind of new everything. You might be a little slow in responding. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. This is a new mod that most people haven't seen. It's a Korean-based one, which I happen to speak Korean, so it kind of works out that way. But it's got a lot of new features and cool things you can try out. For example, new uniques, as with most mods. But we got these figure boxes and Pokemon that we can collect for better specs as well and options. We can enchant items with these later. But I'm just trying to finish Clear Hell right now, which is considered the tutorial in this mod, and get to the late game farming stage. So you can create rune words into charms like this. Where was I? Yes, just about to be Tropical. The mod packs are a lot denser, and you have a higher penalty on your reses. So for example, we're in hell, so it's minus 400%. So it's actually not too easy to get by. This is a great item to pick up in this mod. We can use this as a charm, so you can convert unique items into charms later. So this one has the plus to defense based on character level, which is pretty good for use later. It's a pretty good defensive item. I'm going to hold on to that, and then once we're into the late game farming a bit, we can turn that into a charm and tackle some of the higher level conflicts as well. Measure we can use later as well, so we will hold on to that. I'm just mainly worried about pushing the axe at this point. I kind of rushed it because I'm a little bit more familiar with the mod and I'm playing on softcore. I usually play on hardcore just to get past the front stage. I'm playing on what this mod developer has created as the drop mod. So all the items that'll be dropping is higher rarity and quality, and that's why you'll see a lot of uniques that drop. I usually play on the normal mod, which has basically the vanilla drop rates. But this allows me to get high runes a lot more quicker and show you guys a bit more of the late game content. This is the waypoint. Stop soon. But it's too dangerous with amplify. Oh, close. Let's repair our Kelly stack real quick. I thought I brought an orphan. See, Ort. I'll hold on to these for later. Get a bit more potions so I don't die. This is useless. We'll get rid of that. Go Mephisto and move on.
My brothers have escaped you.
You can also create rune words on your other items like gloves and stuff as well. So I picked up the best rune. I made part of the oak, which is helping significantly with my
Mephisto.
resistance. So
You were no match for me.
nothing too useful here. We'll pick up the soulstone. Hellforge is actually useful only in Hell. Hopefully I'll get like a gold rune and move on to Mosaic soon.
What do you need?
I haven't tried the Mosaic Assassin on this mod, so it's gonna be my thing. Okay, I don't need skill points right now. Just because my fire resistance is so low. Might Ooh. Any of these guys? Why are you on a path? Oh boy. Surrounded. Oh boy. Let's get out of here and pick up some fire res. I think that's what's killing me here. Let's see, Ral. Where else? Here's a Ral.
솔론.
This mod, you can
Greetings.
change your runes to a lower level runes with exploding potions. When you transmute one with the rune, you get the lower tier, which is the Amrune. I want a couple more Rals. So make sure the quantity is 1, 2 jewel runes, 2 ore runes. There's the 2 Ral runes. What I'm gonna do with this is because my fire res is so low. I'm going to put Ral, Ral, Ral. Get 105. Fire res. That'll probably get me maxed out. Perfect.
Good day.
Now I'm trying to kill these Venom Lords. Rejuves, let's find Izzle. I think it's a decent map. Izzle is one of the better bosses, the mini bosses to farm. When he dies, he kills all the monsters around him in a like a blast radius. And he drops Wings of Izzle, which is a new item that we can use for some of the higher level crafting. Turning those unique items into charms. That'll help us quite a bit. Just because I rushed it, I'm only level 217. This mod goes up to level 300, so I'm quite under leveled actually. As you can see, all the monsters here died as well when Izzle died. Find the next map. In this way, so this probably isn't the exit. Probably up here. Yep. Hopefully the waypoint is close. And it's a decent map. But it doesn't look like very lucked out. No matter. But the first little bit, we're probably going to be farming hell cows anyway. We're going to be... We're going to need to stack up on a lot of those Pokemon figures that I mentioned. And the best place for that is cow level. Sure, we'll get a lot of high runes there because we're on drop mod and get us moving. Let's see. There it is. Oh boy. Ooh, 5 kick damage. 2 sockets. Kick damage boosts our kick, obviously, the Dragon Talent significantly. Ooh, this is a +2 skills. Arrows drop us unique as well, +2 to skills, but 40 chance not to consume. So, probably not going to be using that. You can get up to 100 chance not to consume, at which point you never need to find arrows ever again. That. Let's get the waypoint. Let's find Hellforge, because we need some runes. And we'll get a whole bunch of them in on a cow level, especially when it's drop on. But yeah, you know what? Let's skip Hellforge. No point. FPS will be without teleport. Oh, clearly nothing too special on my damage. We'll have to slow down a bit. Significantly weaker than I should be because I rushed through without too much farming and what was the size? What was it? Oh god, it's called. We want these figures. They're at 57, so we're gonna get a new stat soon. What do we get? 60. Let's see. Figure 60 strength based on character level. That's gonna help. Quickly. Oh man, I'm extra tired today. Sorry about that. Okay, Mara. I got a better one on right now. And charm. Roll 20 mana. I'm not going to be using that. Apple mitts. Got 2 combat skills.
What do you need?
Yeah.
마라 목걸이?
Whoa. Legs. That should be enough. I don't know. Corpse is there, so Death Sentry will take care of these guys pretty quick. Whoa, maybe not. Rare ring. Ooh. The pet max. So that's going to be. I don't need cannot be frozen because I got rhyme in here. So we can take off Raven Ring for now. And have the max pet. That's going to be increasing the number of minions you can have. Traps count as minions. So now I can lay 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 8 traps before they expire. Let's do the +3. For Trapsons, obviously that's a pretty big damage increase. player is one, right? First one. Just make sure. Large charms can roll a random skill. It can be any skill. It can be a sorcerer skill, barbarian skill. So if I pick up something like the lightning mastery, that's a crazy big buff to a lightning build damage. That has crush and blow, but there's better sources for it. 3 magic immunity sunder.
Not even death can save you from me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy peasy.
A hero's mistake is finally corrected.
I'm using it though.
Greetings.
For these guys, I'm going to be focusing on this assassin anyway. It's I don't think I'll have time to raise other characters. Here, we don't need a key, we're an assassin. Got 10 charges left, so let's get another courtroom repair.
You'll pay for your atrocities, Bear.
All these rare items can have pretty good stats as well, like the thunder. Thunder is really important in this mod because the higher level dungeons is really dependent on how much resistance you break. So in this new level, if you go to something like the Den of Dragons, for example, it's gonna have 500 elemental resistance. So to do any sort of damage, you're gonna have to get that to. You're gonna have to have at least, what is that? 330 thunders. That'll bring it down to 170. And then you have conviction from various sources that helps you break the rest. So that's how this mod is set up. So the thunder option is very important, and it can roll on these rare items. So that's why I pick up at least 1 and 2 every now and then to check them out. The best roll, for example, is like Thunder 5 physical resistance, and the enemy gains 1 physical resistance. He's made it so that it balances out, and the enemy always gains a little bit with that option. So, repair our toy staff. Once we're farming cows, we probably don't need belly staff too much, so. Tutorial's almost over. Once I clear hell. And then the real game starts with the real farming. 1 sec. I'm gonna check something real quick. Sorry about that. Everyone want to save Anya right now. There's no rush. I'll take a scroll and save it. Skiller, but not very useful in this mod specifically when it's a blue skiller. Again, you want to make it into a white base and hopefully get a skiller this way. You can have up to 2 fast skills, and that way you can make a rune word on top of this, and which gives you 4 skills, right? So, pick that up. Show. Lacquered plate. Man, imagine this was online. Good old towel rashes. So, if nothing else, this mod is fun because you get to pick up a lot of items that you would never normally pick up online unless you're playing like 7 hours a day. See, this would have been even better than Shaco if this was like +3 pets. So it gives me 11 traps, +2 to assassin skills, and then Sunder 5 lightning resistance. And the minus is because of the limitation with the good old Diablo, its old system. But minus ultimately is a plus, so this is going to add resistance. But if this was Sunder 5 lightning resistance and add 1 lightning resistance, like that'd be an awesome, with 3 sockets to boot. With Beacon of the Dream, ultimate item. Post armor, we can turn these into arms with a +1 skills. I don't know if I will, but I'll hold on to it just in case. -1 poison resistance. Not gonna go poison build, so let's reroll. That's fun. Let me guess. A gal? balls are great. Let's add this figure. Oh no! Jesus. Oh, oh, this is a pain.
Good afternoon.
I mean, never mind the money,
또
but
나길래?
how am I gonna get to my corpse? Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, you know what? It's gonna be a long run, but I should have been more careful. Ay, ay.
You're
A lot of money saved up.
말론.
I was just keeping these as trophies, but
Hello.
I'm gonna have to sell just for the money. Let's use the trick to get our money up to par a bit. So that. Good plays, maybe that'll give me meditation, that'll give me a lot. Sure. Sell this, whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
또 나길래? 또 나길래?
Ember, Raven Frost, 20 moves later. Potions. If I die one more time, I might have to go and farm a bit before progressing. Part-time. Base blade. Lightsaber. What the? Lost my key binding. Teleport. There we go. waypoint at least. Shuffle. That's that armor, that's good. Shoulders. No more pride on yes. You got the weak point anyway, why not? Rune buff, we want those. I'm not going to be turning it into a rune right now. It's only going to give me runes between 1 and 22, which I don't really need. This gives us strength based on character level, so I can use most of the items I need. The rune boxes have another use later. You can use them to make special craft jewels. All of the vanilla craft jewel recipes have now been changed. So
I am overburdened.
Crusader bow, isn't that? Oh, it's Eagle Horn, not Wind Force.
Here.
So the new craft jewels have sunder options and a few other useful.
말론.
Few other useful recipes you can use it into. So.
Thank you so.
Triple. Get our resistance.
Afternoon.
Alright, almost there. Almost at cows. Back. Good map. summit.
뚜꾸전.
That sound is basically saying like Nokuzan again. So he's added in little audio clips to make it a little bit more fun. Same with Manal Rings and Nagal Rings. There's the next build. Here it is.
I shall prove worthy.
Guardian should be easy. There he goes. Be a little careful until we get the waypoint hidden. It'll be a rough walk back and die here. Should it amplify and pick out. That's what are these bolts? Oh man. Let's back up. Let's get away. Fire resist. Max damage and attack rating. Mark's Phase Blade. Marks have their very own items in this game. And we can re-roll it to give it an area attack and some black damage, which is helpful. Turns it into an ethereal as well, but Mercs obviously their durability doesn't decrease, but to make it so that you can't use it for any super broken builds, the durability is 1. But there's ways around it. Now you can make an oath out of this for the indestructible, such. So I'm gonna hold on to that because that can be useful for crafting later.
이율은
The iron. Here you drop. Teleport. survive. Platinum armor. This has the highest base armor out of all the armor types. So it's a good armor to make any sort of base out of. Just iffy. If I made this on this one, it would have a higher defense. So hold on to that and use that for other rune words later. Cool. Do I want lightning? Yes. 5/5 lightning. Rotation swords. We already picked one up earlier. That defensive ability later. Let's go put some of these away and get some more potions. Don't need to. Later.
요런.
Definitely gonna use you later. Money again, but should hold me until clear at least. Another Merc Space Blade. Okay, we'll take it. Well, we might use a Merc. The reason why I'm not using a Merc right now is because in this mod, the Mercs obviously get the minus 400 penalty as well, and they can't use these charms in their inventory like we do. They just get their additional equipment slot like the other mods. So pretty difficult to get them to a level where they can survive these really high monsters later. But they can be useful, especially because it's a drop mod. I'll be using a lot of like tram runes and stuff later if they drop. So and give them the plague or the shuttle, cleansing aura shuttle, and the lower resist maybe. And then the last wish for the light aura. And these unique jewels are dropping like crazy due to it being drop mod. That's why I started with this. So it's another hold. I guess Mosaic, if I go to a really high thing later, we can use Cold Summers too. Oh my god. Okay. And the Amplify. A waste of time, but not an out of it. You know I'm having a hard time is because I did no farming to put. Oh, you want the skin, huh? Yeah, this is it's for membership. I think his membership is something like 15, 16 bucks Canadian, so probably like 12 bucks American per month. So he's got this premium skins that you can use once your membership there. But it looks really nice. Cleared up these, and he pulls them. He like designs them himself. I think he was like a major in that when he was in school or something. So. I thought it was your kid town. You downloaded the mod. Did you download the D2R skin? Which isn't bad either, but definitely not this quality. Don't need that. Yeah, the D4 skin isn't the best. Oh, it's soft-coded TCP/IP. Okay, I didn't know that. I think he's definitely more of a professional developer, Bonesy, than YupGoolg for sure. But they've got different things they're going for, so. Yeah, I got the basic one. Basic is more fun. Like, as much as dropping all these crazy items is interesting initially, I mean, Diablo in itself is ultimately like a farming game, right? So that thrill of finding that item that you're really looking for, if I play on drop mod all the time, you kind of lose that. So, to be honest, I only play drop mod ever since I started streaming like a couple days ago. I've always played the basic mod. But the thing about the skins, yeah, the normal version, obviously you won't be dropping all these high rooms and whatnot, but I mean, all the basic functionality is exactly the same still. And the thing about the skins is, like every season, so about every 4 months, he'll design a new skin, like the HUD skin like that you're mentioning. So this premium skin, quote unquote, this PoE2 skin, this will probably become available to any normal members, like without having to pay, and join his membership in YouTube. And then he'll probably work on a new premium skin that's available for membership only. So if you like the mod and stick around, you're gonna have access to this eventually at some point. That and using or being able to download his mods one day earlier, they're the only perks. So he tries to like nothing gameplay wise that affects whether or not you're a normal member or a paid member. I'm amazed he was able to make a TCP/IP function with just soft coding. The ideal scenario would be if Diablo or Blizzard can just, you know, get on their ball and give us a few things that the player base has been asking for forever. Like TCP/IP is one thing, but I wish they would get rid of this. Yeah, I think I saw the video of how to use it and all that stuff. And then I thought about it, like, am I really going to use a TCP/IP function to start playing with other people? Yeah, yes and no. I feel like Diablo is ultimately a single-player game almost, and while trading is a little fun, and there's always ways to... People find ways to break stuff, right? So
멋있는.
I do like being able to like find everything or do stuff with my gameplay as opposed to trading or anything. So maybe that's why I prefer this type of play for now. I did like remod it. But oh, let's go end here. Let's draw you a little bit further away. Here. No. Yeah, I definitely should have farmed a bit more. Yeah, I'm not getting that, of course. It's so much better to farm just nightmare or hell cows. Need a couple gold runes.
이스트론, 이스트론.
Good afternoon.
Select. I don't need 2 shekels. Let's just sell it.
What do you need?
That's why. Alright, let's go buy a new one. Now that we're a higher level, we can get like a tele staff with probably like 100 plus charges.
You.
And any lower resist ones. I have to use the gold trick again. I don't have money for freaking roll up at Enterprise. You can pull it out by transmuting this by itself, like this. Track, that should give us some money. Blood column, not enough probably. It was like 2 skills. There we go.
Good to see.
Let's sell this. Master, maybe. Fire bomb, that'll give us. That's gonna give us a lot. Poison Nova. 70,000. Good enough. Good enough. Roll you. Yeah, that should give us. Nope, whatever. Should be enough to buy the lower resist wand. And let's look for telestaff.
Yes. Greetings.
Teleport, 112 charges. Not enough money. How much more do I need? A bit more. Oh yeah, that should be more than good. Teleport. Here. Nope, not Urans of 8. What do you want? World Stone Keep. Oh boy. Kill these the mobs before we go. Ooh, so this would be great to give to like a Poison Nova Necro or something with the 4 Sunder. But again, re-rolling with the white base is the best. Corpse explosion on player 1 is so good. Let's see if I can lower resistance. Kill. Oh, that's lightning immune, so that's not gonna work. It's good enough. This. I summon 3 warriors because I got that plus 3 summons. A little slow, but I'll kill it so I don't run into that last problem. Mephisto's always lightning immune, so I'm gonna draw him out.
My brothers have escaped you.
But I can do damage for you. Oh, did he teleport? No, it's just extra fast, okay. Diablo, for some godforsaken reason, doesn't respond to Equilibrium. And if he dies near me, I'm basically dead, because he's always fire enchanted, so he does a crap ton of health. The damage he does upon death is ridiculous. What's 3 volts? No. Alright. While you're here, Kit Can, if I'm able to beat these guys on like player 8, they drop what we call conviction jewels, and those add stacks like this. I think I showed this to you last time maybe. So we need to find the corresponding. Diablo drops fire, Mephisto drops lightning, Duriel drops cold, and Duriel drops poison, etc. And these guys can either drop magic or physical. And stack them up so we can get that conviction aura.
The world stones. What power.
This. That's down.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
The evil brotherhood
Finally.
is no more.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I did show it to you. I think we got the same one too, magic. Where did I put it? Yeah, here it is. So if I was a magic character like Hammered In, or like the Teeth Necro, those would be useful. These boss portals open the portal straight to the boss rooms. And on hell difficulties, we can stack them. So if I buy this
Salutations.
catalyst from any of the Act merchants, all of them sell it, and transmute it, goes into a stackable, and then you can put more stones in here and stack it up to 5. These can be used for some crafting later as well. So this one is from Nightmare, so won't go into this one, but we might go and farm some Nightmare bales for those other items he drops. All right, so let's see if we can go. We're not going to use poison. Let's see if we can go and farm some cows with the lower resist. And it's a 47 level lower resist, so it should be pretty easy. I got the leg already, good. We'll save the Telestat in here for the time being.
Welcome.
Once you open up the cow level
Hello.
in this mod, just remember to go and activate this waypoint. That way you won't have to go and find the leg again ever. Resist. Grim Helm. Is that an old version? No, it's the new one. So he's incorporated the original items as well. So like Shaco, like the old one, has I think 40% to life. So if you pick up the original version Shaco, it'll have different stats. Same with the Grim Helm. And if you can pick up the old one, I think the physical damage reduced is a lot higher, which is great. But you know what? If this is the new one, we'll hold on to this. And I can make this into a charm. I haven't tried that. I'm gonna give that a go. And because it's drop mod, everything's going to be dropping like unique. Over here, we're ultimately looking for these figures and Pokemons. And like I said, like the quote-unquote important ones, you can see, even if I turn off all the items, you can see the little icons everywhere. So there's another figure. And we gotta stack them enough so that we can get those really important stats. Like the next one's going to be dexterity based on character level. 100 stacks is increase max life by 40. So that's going to buff our survivability and like 50 resistance all res. So that's what we're going to be aiming for. And then I don't know if we can show it to you today, but I'm going to be skipping over some of the options that can like break that item. Alright. It's not good.
No.
And any runes that are above, what was it, I think 24 or 22 and above, they drop, they also show on the overworld, just like that, figures and stuff. So if and when it drops, I'm sure I'll be able to show you. We do want to pick up these charms and roll them because they can give us some great stats. Seed bow is actually pretty useful. Butcher balls, good. They give 5 stacks instead of 1 when we're filling up the Pokemon decks. Pokédex. If you're playing in the basic mod especially, this is the best kind of way to farm your early figures and whatnot, and get these charms for what you need for your character. But also a great place to farm are terrorized zones. So they drop a lot of new items because their TC levels are higher. Plus, there's items that only drop in the terrorized zones, and those can help. But you also have to stack a lot of them. So after this round, I'll go and show you how the terrorized zones and kind of what items they drop. Not dropping as many figures as I thought. Probably because I'm on players 1 right now. Oh, so in Korean it just said I dropped the draw room 30 to 1, so I can see this little figure here. If I go over here, you can see it better. So you can see this in the overworld with the light and the sound. Definitely taking that job. Is that a rusted armor? Yeah, I'll make another Skulders. You're good. And we want to check. And once we farm normal Bale, he drops an item that's any character use telekinesis, and telekinesis can pick up all these items off the ground, like jewels, pretty much everything except quest items, basically. So with that, it's a lot easier to pick stuff up, because I can just go here, click telekinesis, and then pick up that item. So farming becomes a lot easier later. But right now, without teleport, farming Bale isn't really efficient. So let's pick up some Pokeballs and some figures. From here on, it's just a bit of bit of farming. The stacks go all the way up to 1,000, I think you saw last time. So to get to that level and get all those options before progressing, it's pretty hard. Oh, I just heard sound. So I see this little thing that's covered by corpses. This is the 5+ bonus. Base blade, do you want to check? Let's see. Next room, good. Full room, good. Maybe one more, like Vex or something. Home Knife, I mean, it's decent, but any items that are above, what was it? 180 level requirement turns into a grand charm versus a large charm, so it takes up more space. So for that reason, even if you turn this into a charm, it's not the best. Okay. Summon Druid is decent, playable, but the only thing is he's not a big the creator of the mod, YupGoolg, he's not a big fan of summons, so they don't get as much love. There is a new type of summons with druids, so you know what? I'll show you real quick. Not that I have a druid character, but the skills I'm sure you can see, but
Good day.
there's skills that he's tweaked the numbers on. So for example, if you go to Molten Boulder, the more you put into this item, yeah, I'm Groot, the skill. The Molten Boulder, the damage scale is a lot quicker because he's done some work on this skill, but a lot of the summon skills he hasn't touched. So it's kind of like the vanilla ranges in terms of damage and whatnot. But you do have Lycanthropy, which you can see pet resist also. The skill points you invest in here, it gives your minions, your pets, all resistance, the percent max life, and duration. So there is a way to buff your minions and summons with the druids, but it's just not crazy effective. Now I'm Groot. Once you hit level 250, you can summon one of these. It's not affected by the max pet options on the rare ones. There's a specific charm that lets you summon more, and these are more of a super tank slash like stunners. So it kind of stuns enemies, super tanky, but they're not huge damage dealers. So ultimately, then you're gonna have to like either use a tornado or like melee characters to deal the damage yourself for the time being. I think he's working on another druid special skill, kind of like, I'm Groot, like a special skill that you can use. Once you get to the super high end game, because of the kind of the power creep and the scaling, you do have to kind of depend on skills that he's kind of focused on because they've got the buffs, right? Versus the vanilla, which later on this hell difficulty, so even those Bale minions that you saw, their health is on a different level. So it just kind of dies down in the scale. Mosaic's just super broken overall, so that's why I think it's still usable. But otherwise, I would probably have to depend on a Blade of Fury because this is one of the skills that he's touched on. And there's a Shuriken Sin that is specific to kind of YupGoolg build with another unique charm that buffs this skill specifically. So if we go to the terrorized zones, actually let's clean out our inventory a bit. So this amount is not too much of a concern, but I think I did mention like items disappear if you have too many of them. So my inventory is full, and if I had like a full cube, I might lose some items just because there's so much data in here. That's why you want to clear out these cubes every once in a while before you move on to the next farming phase. Yeah, I'm not gonna get enough facts, so we can do that later. All these for later. And let's roll these charms quick. Nope. Plus 9 to life. Once I have a few charms ready, all I'm looking for is kind of the skiller charms with the large charms. So I don't even look at magic because I'm not going to be using magic. If I transmute it, just turns into a white for me to check. So all that's worthless. Worthless. Small charms, on the other hand, all I'm looking for is like the Sunder option, which I can use magic. And if I put like one scroll of scroll of town portal actually, then I can socket the charms as well and put like a jewel or other special craft jewels that I mentioned onto these charms to use. So that's why I'm actually identifying them at magic and then rolling them. Amulet, ring, nature's peace, not very usable here. Raven ring we will keep just in case. High Lord is decent because of the deadly strike, so we might use that briefly though, because there's later on when you get to the higher level dungeons, rare amulets can roll up to 6 fast skills, so you can have up to like 6 assassin skills. So if you pick those up, you're using that versus any other amulet. I think it's theoretically possible, but the chances are ridiculous, so no one's ever dropped it yet. I dropped the +5 to necro skills once, and that was a huge bonus.
다른 41번. 다른 31번.
You know what? Before we go to terrorized zones, let's. So, I'll take a moment to organize and go to mosaic build. That way, I can probably kill some of the higher level guys a lot quicker than traps, and then show you some farming techniques. So now, going 2 miles, turn into this rune. And then that'll turn into a go rune. We'll make a vex rune, a go rune. And I think it was check. Plague. No, not plague, sorry. Mosaic. Malgul, sorry. Malgul. We'll turn those into emeralds.
말론, 이스트론, 말론.
So all these stackings, the extractors, if you did the remodded, is pretty much the same, except these are the kind of the new items that's specific to his mod. Mal is an amethyst, so I'm going to extract an amethyst out of here. And this is a sapphire. If you want other other tiers of gems for whatever reason, if you just transmute it, it turns into them. We want sapphire, so here we go.
말론, 이스트론, 굴론, 샤일론, 엠론, 이오론, 헬론, 엠론,
Pick up another Mal.
말론.
Good day.
And bear with me if you're watching. It's gonna be going for a bit because I'm just gonna re-roll on this until we get Phoenix Strike. Blades of Ice. Ooh, not bad, maybe. Let's agree.
Good day.
Create a mind blast. Like, it's times like this when I'm like, how did I ever play vanilla? When I can just re-roll it and still not drop those godly items, just to mindlessly farm and hope to drop them. I mean, vanilla is fun too, but it's just so much RNG. But I guess it's the same with this mod too, or every mod at some point. Oh.
Greetings.
Alright. Anything to finish straight. Oh, jeez. 1 + 1? Do I take this? Aye. Okay, +2 to finish straight for both. I'm gonna roll until I get at least +2. Whoa. It's a lot of skills, but nothing useful.
Good day.
Actually, Mind Blast, Dragon Flight. You know what? I'm sure we'll get enough plus skills with other things. One to finish straight. Didn't realize how hard it was to find Phoenix Strike. Oh. I did hear some other people mentioning it took them like full 2 days to find +3 Phoenix Strikes. And they were rolling like this, so I guess the chances are ridiculous. Maybe I'm just getting greedy. Okay, I'll be happy with +1 then. Give me +1. +1 Phoenix Strike. Once you re-roll with the scroll identify, the eye level basically goes to I think max of what it can roll. So that's why it probably won't be the eye level.
Hello.
Oh, +2. Perfect. I'll take that. I'll take +2. I'm not that greedy. I know some of the guys were rolling for like 3 Phoenix Strike, 3 Claws of Thunder, and stuff like that. Maybe I won't be as strong as them, but I've got the power of the drop mod on my side, so I probably will have like Chains of Honor and stuff that they don't have.
Greetings.
Clouds of Thunder. Everything but what I need. Isn't that the name of Diablo? I swear, sometimes I think like Diablo is voice activated or something. If I say I'm looking for something, it'll never drop. And I can basically use any base for the mosaic versus like greater talents for the attack speed. Just because there's so many sources of attack speed with this mod. I mean, you take any decent item and make it into a charm, and then you get that attack speed. So you're not kind of bound to 1 Phoenix Strike. All right, take 2, man. I don't even need 3. Give me 2. And then 2. 2. Oh, all right. Spoken into existence. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not perfect, but good enough for me. Now go M.
Hello.
Now M.
I can't use this yet.
All right, Dex. I need figures. 3, 5. What? Let's go to Straw Hills right now. I'll probably get one more figure and then I can show you, because then we won't even need to invest in dexterity. Zones, it shows you the monster level. And any sort of unique monsters like this has a chance to drop number 1, the conviction charm, or yeah, conviction jewels that I mentioned, that the Bale minions drop, so those also drop in terrorized zones. Or any one of the random boxes for enchanting, they drop a lot easier here. There's also snowflakes. That was a new thing that came out on Christmas time. So he does a lot of events and stuff as well. So if you collected enough snowflakes and turned them into, I think it was 100 snowflakes, and turned them into a certain item, it had a chance to drop the high runes, like the level number 50s high runes. The terrorized zones are pretty good, and the one thing that you really want to drop in here as you do is just another bot. Why? Because I'm connected to your heart. Oh yeah, as I was saying, the unique charm can buff your character a lot. The ultimate charm, sorry. Once they drop, not the first time that line has been sprung on me. Not the place for a bit of spamming, so appreciate you dropping by, but if that's the intention, please move on. You know what? I'm gonna go cow level to get that last figure. Clearly. There's the figure. Anything else? Take that. Enough for now. Oh, I heard a rune drop. Nope, just an unrune, but we'll take it. Yeah, it's just going to be a Geeds, which doesn't have a lot of use in this mod, other than maybe the vendor price. Actually, it's 15%. We will take... Oh, and then we had the Milk of Cow King. Perfect. So... Save this. Man, inventory fills up quick. Alright, so... I think my other Geeds is 14%. No, 13. So yeah, Geeds, other than buying items, which you don't do too much of, you don't need. So, that's why I tend to skip it. Later on, when you get to the higher tier dungeons, the unique grand charms are Sunder Charms. So you want to pick those up. Sunder Charms do not drop in terrorized zones in this mod, so they only drop in the higher level ones. But I'll show you in a bit. So what was I going to do? Yes, figures. So we're at 70. We know the next one is at 80. So we want to make sure we don't go over. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one is worth 5 in itself. Got Rion. Nice looks. Gives us straight to 80, so it lands on the 80, and that way we get that plus to dexterity based on character level. And now, with this in our inventory, we don't need to invest in dexterity to equip the items. But let's go ahead and respec.
Greetings.
I guess we need a little bit to equip these. The Pokédex gives us a little bit. Yeah, with this mod, there's specific things that we can farm. So right now I'm just going to transfer over to Mosaic, and then we're gonna go farm for the next stuff that we need. So 198. 198. 198. Same without these. Perfect. Mosaics. I don't think we're going to be using these, but let's keep them for now. Rooms are here.
Good evening.
Good. So we want those. Weapon block. Don't need traps, except Blade Shield is good because it gives us basically free, and we got enough, I mean, skill points with the high level, so that's why I'm just kind of investing wherever it needs to go. Are we doing Dragon Talon? Yeah, let's do Dragon Talon. I haven't done Mosaic too much, so I think we maxed out Tiger Strike. I'm only gonna give one to Cobra, so we don't have to worry about the overkill. I like the mod because I feel like I've done enough with the vanilla that the vanilla is kind of getting bland for me. The mods puts different twists on different things, so it definitely brings it up to par with other games. Like, I mean, Diablo 4 didn't really catch my interest at all. Remember to always only level up to 25 until you're solidified with one build. X-Charge. 25. Blaze of Ice, whatever we have. Have it left over. We don't really need Dragonflight. I'm sure we'll pick up a Bear Room soon. So those 5. Want to max out Fate first of all. Yeah, well, D2 is super old, but it's kind of where Blizzard started its run. Let's go 25 versus speed. I don't think we get too many benefits, but there's not much else to invest into. Traps, not anymore. And I guess Claw Mastery just to get our buffs up quicker. Perfect. Set. 1, 2. 6. D for my main skill. B. Jason game. Four, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh man, I think I might have to just drop down a few and just use the lightning or something. I think it'll start to lag a bit. I have to get a bit more RAM, I guess. The good thing about YupGoolg mod is the stacks last for 45 seconds versus like the 15 seconds in the original, so you have a lot more time to kind of go and farm. Yeah, so I can probably go players 8 now. A rune drop. What riddle you got for me? Oh, I forgot to give the rest of the stats and vitality. Mosaic is just that strong. Yeah, I might have to drop everything and just use one element. Do you know of the mechanics of girlfriend? Mechanics have girlfriend? That's a pretty good one. Lemon. Well, that's enough. You know what? Let's drop an element and come back.
Hello.
So I'll show you how to get the Pokédex. Hit town. In Act 5, you can get it from any difficulty, normal, nightmare, or hell. But obviously hell has the highest drop rate. If you go to this house, which used to be nothing, there's the entrance to a dungeon. Now, this guy's pretty tough, so you want to make sure that you're able to kind of breeze by players 8 before you tackle players 1, really. Let me get myself set up here. I don't want to use anything except Phoenix Strike, Claws of Thunder, Tiger Strike. This. Yeah, Blades of Ice can go away. One, two, three, and one. Okay. My accent. Do I have an accent? I didn't even know I had an accent. Oh, Phoenix Strikes needs to be 2 stacks. That's what I'm getting. Alright, let's wait a bit until it goes away. Got a Jordan. Guess I can lose you now.
조던 반지?
What am I lacking? Guess I need you for stats. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 is fine. Perfect. This is the mob. We can clear any sort of normal mobs easily, but oh, I went and died. Oh, I was on players 8, that's why. You know what? Let's go
Not here.
pick up our course and run away. We'll try it on hell difficulty, players 3 maybe. Players 3. So that mob is what drops the Pokédex I'm talking about. And there you can start stacking your Pokemon balls. That's there. Let's go and... Oh, Jesus. As you can see, not an easy mob to kill. We might have to go try it on Nightmare right now. Go Nightmare.
Not
Nightmare,
here.
players 8. I like both. Damn it. I stacked. Man, Mosaic is more annoying than I thought. Soul is fun because you don't have to worry about anything else, but obviously co-op play is fun in itself too. 1, 2. So yeah, higher There's 8. Okay. Higher players, obviously, higher drop rate. These guys are pretty strong. There's Nightmare. No thanks, man. So obviously you can or can't drop. So I got no drop on this one, so I'm gonna have to try again.
Not here.
Yeah. I don't really play Diablo 3 too much, so. Strong skill and immune to physical. Got no drop again. The character is strong enough to kill this on obviously player's 8 health difficulty. That is where you're going to be dropping a lot. But most people, this is where they farm it anyway, the Nightmare, because until you get this, your
Not
character's
in town.
weaker than what you normally are on the late game. So. I did 3 stacks of Phoenix Strike again, but let's try it out and see if I can kill it with 3 stacks. Decent damage. In like the basic mod, I would be trying this at around like level 250-ish, if that. I'd be farming kind of terrorize zones, farming the cows, getting more figures and Pokeballs to stack them up. Looking for that ultimate charm to buff up the character. Jesus. Did I hear something drop? Nope. There's some imagination. He drops it. I think at Nightmare players 8, the drop rate is something like 30%. And I think at Hell difficulty players 8, the drop rate is something like 80% or something like that. Nothing again.
Not in town.
We have set. What's the fuck? Keep missing out.
꿈은
Fist of Fire adds a lot to the damage, so I'll try that. See if I can get through it quicker. Oh, no. Oh, it's immune to lightning, so I'm losing out on damage. Kind of grayed out the Nova so it doesn't hurt your eyes as bad, but the charge bolts are still annoying. Nothing. You know what? Let's set players to 7. Sometimes changing that up
Good afternoon.
refreshes their drop table or something. I don't know. I've heard something about it, but I don't know the exact mechanisms, but supposedly it helps. Let's go F1, 2. F3. Yeah, cold damage does help. Actually, 1, 2. Okay, I might have to get rid of this fire. All is immune to fire and cold, so. Did you pick a first character yet, Kid Town? What are you starting off as? Barb is actually pretty fun. If you looked at his skills, he's got a transformative ultimate skill. So he turns into a huge ass barbarian. And he's combined Whirlwind and Frenzy into kind of one skill, and it shoots out these projectiles. I mean, all of the characters are pretty good, so I mean, you pick whichever is kind of your favorite to start off with. Druid, I wouldn't recommend as much. Like I said, he hasn't gotten a lot of love. You're thinking Barb. There's a Barb that I was raising. So give me 1 second. So this is the basic mod that I've been playing. I think I had a Barb, right? Did I not raise a Barb? No, I guess I did. Oh, no, I had it in a hardcore. So this is my Barb for the time being that I was raising. 273 right now on a hardcore. I gave his Pokédex away and I my Necro, I think, died with it, so that's why I kind of stopped playing hardcore. But as long as I can wear all my items. So you can see what I've made here on Merc's Colossus Blade. Because Colossus Blade is going to be the highest damage. Made it into an ethereal. Now, if you look at the recipes, you can bug cube. So, the F bug. So remember back in the day when you used to socket the ethereal items and they got like a 1.5 boost. So he's re-implemented that function, and this is how you do it. You get a random number of sockets still, so I did it until I got the number of sockets I needed, which was the 4 to make the Oath for the Indestructible on the Eth, and I got this. So 2-hand damage, 673 to 1300. And then I enchanted it. The count, I didn't enchant it like that many times. That's a little bug. But I've enchanted it enough so that it gives me a bit of this. I wasn't able to roll just flat damage except 95. So this is probably not going to be like a super high-end game item. But anyway, this is what I'm using for now. So you can, this is the ultimate transformative that transform you into a super barbarian. Phallic of the summits. So it raises your max life, attack rating, attack speed, and now you move like crazy. This is your base movement speed. And this new skill, it says raise Belton Archer. I'm gonna have to tell him that's a bug. Bard. I think it's just an overlap with the skill image. But I think it's called something like Crazy Wind or something. What this does is basically you spin like Whirlwind. I'm just blowing through because I'm overspec for the normal monsters. But it shoots those little blue projectiles that also deal damage. So while we're in here, I'll show you what I was trying to do. We're in hell, right? So players 11. Let's transform. This is the ultimate charm I was talking about, ultimate facet. So you can see that it gives me ultimate morph. That's see, he's got to give the English version. Barb ultimate. So this option, it adds the aura blades, or those little blue things that we're shooting out, and it does a negative 85 to enemy physical resistance. So this character should probably kill this pretty quickly. On players hell difficulty 8. And oh my god, it did drop it. Oh, and sometimes on a certain percent it summons Uber after it dies, so you can kill an Uber, and it drops a Nihilist Charm. Oh, it blocks the skills down there. Sorry, then you can see it on this one here, on the quick skills. Like I said, I think the name's wrong just because of the thing, but it does your weapon damage. And it shoots out those little blue stuff, especially with the Talic of Legend. So this charm that just dropped, it's a magic anti-charm, not your normal anti-charm that gives you +1 like this. And those conviction gems that we were picking up, you can stack it on top of this one, just transmute it into it, and you can get. I have it. Yes, so you can get something like this. So once you equip it, you'll probably see a little aura.
Afternoon.
I've just got so many auras right now, but it's another conviction aura. Conviction magic, also spelling error. Conviction magic aura. Okay. So it drops all magic resistance by level 31 conviction. Same thing with fire, physical. That's supposed to be physical. I don't know what psi. This is snowflake I mentioned, and all that stuff. So for example, I take this, take an anti-charm that has nothing in it. So if I just have this, it'll just give me the attributes and the all resistance, and then put the conviction gem in here. And now when you put it in your inventory, you will have an aura that gives you a level 1 conviction aura for magic damage specifically. Same thing with cold. So for example, for Barb, I have this physical analysis charm that gives me 31 conviction to physical. That's what allows me to break the resistances. So once you beat this, get the Pokédex, and start stacking, once you have the 31 conviction, that's the max it can go. These monsters will have their immunity broken. So see how it's immune to everything right now, basically? If I take off this anti-charm, and they're hella strong. Now they're immune to, they should be immune to physical as well. I don't know why it's not. Oh, it's because of this.
Nuclear launch detected.
Oh boy. There's my hardcore one. But anyway, that is basically the higher tier, and you can see how strong they are. They're immune to everything. You need that 31 conviction to be able to break their immunities and start farming that. And that dungeon gives you a lot of items. Jesus. Figure it out here. Sorry. I think that happens because the map data, sometimes it overlaps with each other, because I was using another hell map. Now I'm coming into this and it conflicts. I don't know how to fix it though. So that's Barbarian if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Not in town.
Amazon has pretty cool skills too. You can shoot multi-arrow, so you can shoot the multi-shots. But all of them will also be guide arrow. So they'll spread out and then they'll converge and then hit the monsters. Or you can play a spear build and go like fire physical. And it basically, every time you hit like the druid skill fissure, basically, it'll you'll start doing fire damage all around you. That's pretty cool. Well, there's a recent update if you downloaded the most recent version where Amazons can shoot, what was it, exploding arrows and freezing arrows, I think, but you can shoot multi. So you'll shoot like exploding arrows, but you'll shoot like 10 of them or 20 of them. Druid didn't get as many updates as that, so that's why he's a little lagging. I'm gonna try and get a Pokédex. But probably should be going in about soon, so I'll probably leave around 10 on this clock. Again, thanks for dropping by at Kid Town. Appreciate you coming by and checking out the mod and the stream. I think it was you yesterday that dropped by as well. I know you couldn't chat or anything, but I figured it was you. And I keep getting these weird spammers that come and compliment me on my voice. I was like, I think that's the first time I've ever heard of someone compliment my voice. You sure shit? Do you have Discord? I guess you're bound to run into spammers here on Twitch. I don't think I've ever had this bad of luck dropping Pokédex.
Not in town.
For the next little while, I think I'll be farming a bit, getting those conviction gems I mentioned, getting the Pokédex, filling those up. So feel free to drop by whenever you have time, or if you have any questions about the mod. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with the times, but just with everything going on, it'll probably be sometime in the evening, but not exactly the same all the time. It drops this time. But I guess this is true Diablo. It's like doing Kindle runs. I'm doing Pokemon of Legend runs. Bam! Oh, man. Oh man. I know Nightmare does have a lower drop rate, but I usually get it within like 5-ish tries. Let's change the difficulty rate again. Just use Claws of Thunder, Phoenix Trick. Come on. Oh, at least it dropped the Pokédex. Just burst and killed me, but there's the Pokédex at least.
am overburdened.
Awesome. All right. So I don't know how far you'll make it, but here's the Pokédex. And same thing with figures, but slightly different in that. Let's start with these, and then with the Ultra Balls. So each one opens up one Pokemon, but to save your fingers and ridiculous, to do 1,000 of that is ridiculous. You can also put in one Pokeball by itself. Sorry, I think 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 of the normal ones. Put them in, and you get 10 stacks. Now, I don't recommend doing that because if you take the time and put in 3, for example, so you can do a max. You can open up 3s. So put in 3, open them up. It has a chance to give you a Pokemon like this that that gives you 5 points instead of 1. The only thing you gotta be wary with is putting those in and making sure you're not going over the limit. So, what I mean is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 1 and 2. So you can put 10 of these opened up into one as well. But if this was at 11 stacks, for example, I think I explained this to you last time, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but then the option here, chance to cast static field when striking, you're going to skip that because now you're in the 21 stacks. So just be mindful of those things so you don't lose out on the important ones. So land it on 20, and we can use these 5-point to stack up more quickly. And these Ultra Balls gives you a 5-point or a 10-point Pokemon guarantee. Here's Gengar, Butterfree. So again, we don't want to put 5 in here, 35, and if we put a 10, that'll be 45. We'll skip over the 40. We don't want to do that. Or, well, we can, but just movement speed, but we don't want to lose out on what we can have. So there's the movement speed. And so basically you repeat this process until you get to what you want. And ultimately, when you're starting out from scratch, especially on basic mod, you're looking for teleport. When you get to, I think that's supposed to be 800, you want that teleport. Now, I'm on drop mod, so I'll probably be dropping a Baroon at some point and using Enigma, but... And these names are all different colors for a reason too. These have other uses later on down the road. But what I do like is how there's always some sort of reason to farm all these things. But 60, we got vitality and energy based on character level. We have 10? Yeah. Exactly. We'll drop them in here. So we'll put this away. So we got King, and so we just need Iswell.
Not here.
It's barracks right now. You know what? I'll show you the unique charm next time. But you can see how this thing gives us quite good stats to farm towards and get us to where we need to go pretty quickly.
증오의 열쇠.
I think that's pretty much going to be it for this stream, unless you have any questions for me before I go. I think I'll leave it at here.
후 자른
자,
31만.
We'll get a bit spare room at some point, I'm sure. Oh, I'll show you this before we go. So the Nago rings and the Manald rings, I think I mentioned make sure you hold on to everything.
또 나길래?
We're on Nightmare, so it's not going to work. Let's go to Hell. I don't know if I can do players 8 right now. Let's try... You know what? Let's try it. We'll see. Player 7. So... Let's go somewhere... and get our stacks. So if you sell Manal ring or a Nago ring, one, two, and I want Cobra, 1, 2. If you sell it, it summons Uber, I think I mentioned.
Good afternoon.
There you go. Diablo's Invaded Sanctuary. Same thing with your normal online. Go find your first super unique. I always go to Eldritch for my go-to, and here he will be. Oh yeah, Uber's fine. A little slow, but I'll play. When you're at players difficulty 7 and above, I think the chance for him to drop any sort of anti-charm is going to be 95% or 90% or something like that. So it's pretty much guaranteed. Whereas if you just kill him on players 1 difficulty, I think the chance is something like 10 or 20%. So he might not drop it. So I usually save all the rings until I can kill him on players difficulty number 7 at least. And here's the anti-charm. We'll identify, and we got poison, which is not very useful for us. Make sure you don't sell it again in the same room, because you know it's not going to spawn anything. And because I'm going basically a lightning mosaic build right now. I know Mosaic uses basically everything, but especially when you go to the Professor Oak's dungeon that I showed you with my Barbarian, you're not going to be able to like use 5 different elements just because you can't invest in all of them. Plus, there's deficits. So what you want to do is focus on 1 or 2. So what I'm going to be looking for is
Salutations.
a lightning anti-charm. That'll help buff up my damage. You can see how this is another bit of a grind, but once you drop everything you need, it's pretty fun. You can drop a normal Annie that gives you the +1 to all skills and experience gained and stuff. But you really wanted to drop the elemental Annie that you're looking for. Elemental including physical. For my Mosaic Assassin, I'm probably going to need a physical to make sure I can get the damage in, and then a lightning. Come on, I got a cold. 19 and 19 though, so it's not bad. So you want to repeat this until you get the ones you want, and then get the conviction gems that correspond to what you want, and then start filling up to 31. And that is the beginning of your journey into the YupGoolg mod. So hope you enjoy in the meantime. You have a great evening, rest of the evening, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow.